Have you ever seen someone try to win by cheating, only to lose everything in the end? This is an old story, but its lesson is still alive today. It is about two neighbors, one honest choice, one greedy thought, and a small rabbit who spoke a truth that no bribe could silence. Listen carefully, because this story might remind you of someone you know. Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by forests, there lived two men in houses next to each other. They worked hard, they struggled the same, but their hearts were very different. One day, they agreed to go into the forest together to set traps for animals, hoping to bring food home for their families. That afternoon, as the sun slowly leaned toward the mountains, they left the village side by side.
When they reached the forest, one man stopped near a fruit tree. He said calmly, "I will place my trap at the base of this tree. The tree has fruit, and animals often come at night to eat what falls on the ground." The second man looked at the tree and replied, "I wanted that place too, but since you chose it, I will place my trap at the top of the tree. Tomorrow morning, we will see whose trap catches an animal." They finished setting their traps and returned home, each walking his own path. That night, the man who placed his trap in the tree could not sleep. He turned to his wife and said, "Since the time of our ancestors, no one has ever caught a four-legged animal by placing a trap on a tree. Animals walk on the ground. How could my trap ever succeed?" As worry grew, a dark thought entered his mind.
He whispered, "I will wake up before dawn. If I see an animal in his trap on the ground, I will secretly move it to my trap in the tree. Then, in the morning, I will go with him to check the traps. If there is a dispute, I will take the animal to the judge. Surely the judge will rule in my favor." Greed had found its plan. Before the rooster crowed, the man woke up, washed his face, and quietly walked into the forest. There, beneath the fruit tree, he saw a deer caught in the ground trap. Without shame, he removed the deer, tied it to his trap at the top of the tree, reset the ground trap as if nothing happened, and hurried back home. At dawn, the honest man came and called his neighbor. "Let us go and check the traps together," he said. The dishonest man laughed and mocked him. "Don't get your hopes up. My trap is on a tree, yours is on the ground. But who knows, if you catch something, maybe you will share with me." They walked into the forest together. When they arrived, the ground trap was empty, but high above, a deer hung from the tree trap. The dishonest man laughed loudly. "See, I told you to place your trap higher." He took the deer and went home smiling. Soon after, he rushed to the judge's house and secretly offered the deer as a bribe. He said softly, "I placed my trap on the tree. The other man placed it on the ground. If this matter reaches you, please rule in my favor. I will remember your kindness." The judge accepted the deer and replied, "Hurry and bring offerings before morning. If the other man arrives late, I will rule against him." Meanwhile, the honest man returned home angry and heartbroken. He gathered what little he had and ran to bring his case to the judge. On the way, tired and afraid, he met a small rabbit with calm eyes. The rabbit asked, "Why are you running like this?" The man told him everything: the traps, the missing deer, and the corrupt judge.
The rabbit smiled gently and said, "Do not be afraid. I will go with you this afternoon." When they reached the judge's house, the judge complained, "Why are you so late? The case is already lost." The rabbit replied calmly, "We were delayed because we stopped to watch fish flying up to eat tamarind leaves." The judge laughed loudly. "Since the time of our ancestors, no one has ever seen fish fly to eat leaves." The rabbit looked at him and answered, "And since the time of our ancestors, has anyone ever seen a deer leave a ground trap and appear in a trap on top of a tree?" The judge fell silent. The truth stood before everyone. With no answer and no escape, the judge ruled the case in favor of the honest man. The corrupt judge, exposed for his greed, turned his face to the wall in shame, like a cat hiding after being caught. Greed without shame destroys itself even before the law can speak.